Good afternoon and welcome to the Citizen FM News at noon. I am Lawrence Moite. 38 days to his exit from office, President Muhammad Buhari has pleaded with Nigerians whom he must have hurt in the course of his duties to forgive him. The president also thanked Nigerians for tolerating him in the last 8 years while he steered the affairs of the nation. He spoke on Friday at the banquet hall of the presidential villa here in Abuja during his final Salah homage by residents of the Federal Capital Territory led by the FCT Minister Mohammed Bello. President Buhari hailed democracy as the best form of government, saying that without it, he could not have become president after already serving as military head of state.
Nigerians have appreciated the system and they are going to defend it. But people want to go home. We are all human. There is no doubt I had to keep it and I will feel 5 minutes. And those who think that I've had them so much 5 minutes.
Eid-al-Fitr messages by political and religious leaders are still dominating media space as Muslims celebrate the end of the Ramadan fast. Governors and other prominent religious leaders all use the occasion to call on Muslim faithful to continue to pray for the unity of Nigeria. Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, Oyo State Governor Sheyi Makinde, Minister of Works and Housing Raji Fashola, and the Lagos State Deputy Governor Kadri Hamzat all call on Nigerians to uphold the lessons of Ramadan.
Our Chief Imam led the Eid prayer. The sermon is all about unity, and I urge each and every one of us to unite as a people.
I want to say that we should be thankful to God, no matter how God's help us be, but that God has kept us through the 30 days of our fast to discipline the flesh. God has seen us through.
To be more abiding, to be orderly, to be their neighbor's keeper, to be example, good citizenship, perform their duties to their country, and generally be their brother and their sister's keeper.
There's a lot of anger, people hatred, it's unnecessary. People have voted, elected their leaders. We should let everybody go and do their work. We pray for them that can build better.
The federal government has expressed worry over its inability to evacuate Nigerians in Sudan as the deadly crisis continues to plague the North African nation. The chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Gabriela Erewa, disclosed on Friday evening that efforts had been put in place by the National Emergency Management Agency and the Nigerian mission in Sudan. She, however, noted that the authorities were experiencing challenges, particularly with regards to airlifting Nigerian nationals out of the troubled country. 12 days to the commencement of the National Population and Housing Census, uncertainties have continued to trail the planned headcount, and there are indications that it may be shifted due to funding and other logistic challenges. It was gathered on Friday that the National Population Commission might again postpone the census as it struggles to raise the required funds. The National Commissioner and Chairman of Voter Education of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Festus Okoye, has condemned the actions of the resident Electoral Commissioner of Adamawa State, Odo Hari, labeling it as an aberration. INEC has suspended Hari over his controversial announcement of the supplementary governorship election result in Adamawa State while collation was not yet concluded. Okoye said Hari's action is in isolation from what other resident electoral commissioners of INEC have been doing in other states of the country.
It's not an aberration. I know we have
very fine resident electoral commissioners in various states of the Federation, and they know the extent of their powers, and they have been conforming to the duties assigned to them by the commission. And so I want to view his behavior as an isolated event and does not represent what our resident electoral commissioners are all about, because I know that some of them worked assiduously to make sure that we delivered on our mandate.
The chief whip of the Senate, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, has urged the incoming government at all levels to partner the church in accelerating the reconciliation of Nigerians. Kalu, who made the call in Abuja, said there was an urgent need for the incoming administration to drive the needed peace and reconciliation in the country for the unity of Nigeria and Nigerians. He said he would be fully committed to help drive this reconciliation among Nigerians, the church, and government.
Church needs to work with the government, and I will go full out to reconcile the church and the government. And this is a major act. Anybody telling you that any government can go alone, they cannot go alone. The church needs the government, the government needs the church. So it's a partnership that can be worked and worked very well. I'm going to be in front of driving that to make sure there's a reconciliation, true reconciliation between Nigerians, the church, and the government, especially our party as APC.
The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has advised candidates sitting for the 2023 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination to proceed and print the examination notification slip from Friday, 20th April. In a statement, JAMB Head of Public Affairs and Protocol, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, says the notification slip would contain the examination center, time of examination, date of examination, and other essential details necessary for taking the 2023 UTME, which will commence on Tuesday, 25th April 2023. And for some foreign news now, sporadic shelling rang out late on Friday in Sudan's capital, even though warring factions announced a truce, while one force said it was willing to allow airport to reopen for the evacuation of foreign nationals. The United Nations, the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, Switzerland, South Korea, Sweden, and Spain have said they were making preparations or attempting to remove their personnel after almost a week of violence. Forces commanded by two previously allied leaders of Sudan's ruling council began a violent power struggle last weekend. And in sport, Nigeria's under-20 team, the Flying Eagles, have a tough task ahead as they were drawn against Brazil, Italy, and Dominican Republic in Group D of the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup yesterday. The 2023 edition of the youth tournament will see 24 teams from 6 confederations converge in Argentina to vie for the Under-20 World title from May 20 to June 11. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp believes the future has already started as his thoughts turn to next season following his team's mediocre campaign. Although he has yet to give up completely on qualifying for the Champions League, Klopp knows a top 4 finish is unlikely given Liverpool are currently 9 points behind Newcastle. But if Liverpool do fail to qualify for Europe, their German manager is determined to make the most of a chance to rebuild the squad. And as a Citizen FM News at noon, I'm Lawrence Umoite.